Hey y'all, welcome back to City Skylines. We seem to be traveling across the railway. Here it is. The railway that cuts right through the heart of the city, I guess. So yeah, this is my beautiful railway with my looming buildings as it cuts right through the city of Blackwoods. So that's kind of cool. It's spanning across the entire width of my mini Manhattan. You can see this newly converted railway bridge into an elevated train track. There you go. This is kind of, it looks like this normally. See here, but I've converted it all into kind of truss bridges. It's kind of fitting for that kind of inner city vibe. There you go. Moving on to the right. Over here, there you go. You can see I've extended the land a little bit on the outside here. And I've put in this kind of newly placed train station here. And this kind of weird, odd-looking, unique train rail yard, I guess. I think it's probably based on the Transit Authority Federal Credit Union, something like that, which is right somewhere, I think it's in Washington Heights, something like that. But there you go. Put in this harbor here, as you can see that. Using my key wall trick, I guess. Looks like that. So we're done a similar thing over here. You can see that with my harbor, a similar kind of key wall technique. There you go. These are my only kind of seafaring assets I've got, apart from the, is it the fishing island, that kind of thing. But yeah, these kind of work okay. I'm kind of happy with that. These key walls that jut out here into these kind of, I don't know, marinas, docks, that kind of thing. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I like these. Put a big road in here, and I've changed the trees to these kind of palm trees, so that's kind of cool. And before I forget, moving over here, we got our kind of transport hub. I've thrown in a couple of subways, you see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8. So we got a potential of maybe kind of 16, I would say 16 stops. I'm not sure I'll go that far, but there you go. It looks like that. Right, today we're going to mainly focus on putting in unique buildings and maybe zoning Upper Manhattan, which is all this area right here. Which consists of many kind of little neighborhoods or areas, that kind of thing. Not as much as we have down here. So yeah, I'll tell you what, let me give you a quick little geography lesson. So here's my mini Manhattan in map form. Remember, this has been squished down. In reality, it's much longer than this, a little bit narrower, I guess. So if I was to break down Upper Manhattan into generalized neighborhoods to help me plan what I want to build, it would go something like this. So brace yourselves, I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. All this area is Harlem, named after its namesake in the Netherlands. Oh yeah, New Amsterdam, what we call now New York, was originally settled by the Dutch. Harlem is then further broken down into, so we have East Harlem, aka Spanish Harlem, or aka, otherwise known as El Barrio, which is Spanish for the neighborhood. It has one of the largest Hispanic communities in the city, so if you want some great Latin culture, this will be a feast for you. Central Harlem, aka Harlem proper, is the birthplace of some of the most awesome African American culture you'll ever experience in the Big Apple, be it fashion, politics, literature, and the arts. Speaking of the arts, it houses the historic Apollo Theater, the main driving force in unleashing people such as Diana Ross, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, and the Rat Pack Sammy Davis Jr. West Harlem, now here's a place you can squeeze a lot into, so let's try. Sugar Hill, located in West and Central Harlem, came about when African Americans who were on the up and up started moving into these well-to-do houses, giving them the sweet life, hence the name. Hamilton Heights, named after a dude called Alexander Hamilton, built his country home here to get away from the troubles of life. Unlike Shape, the upper classes wanted a piece of that apple pie, and Hamilton Heights was born. Yep, I did say it, a country home in New York. Manhattanville, you can squeeze in right here, and was known back then, whenever back then was, as the Factory District, which is self-explanatory. Down the bottom here, we have Morningside Heights, the home of the Cathedral of St. John's and the Columbus University, so Morningside kind of gives off a sense of learning. Squishing at the top of my mini Manhattan, we have Washington Heights, aka Little Dominican Republic. In reality, it's much more longer and thinner, and it's mainly residential. It also has the awesome cloisters, which is part of the Met Museum. Above that, which I really can't fit in, but I've tried, is Inglewood, which is the place of the oldest farmhouse in the city, and has some of the most untouched landscape. The wilds of New York, I guess. Unable to fit into my game or my map is Marble Hill, named due to the marble found in the land. what can I say about Marble Hill? Now that's a story for another channel, but let's say it's totally Manhattan locked. Then some dudes wanted to make industry more efficient, so they went about making a canal cutting off Marble Hill. So Marble Hill is still totally Manhattan, but it's located on the mainland now. So if I were to try and represent mini Manhattan from a city's skyline's point of view, probably use these kind of neighborhoods as a starting point. The rest of Manhattan, forget it. There's just too many neighborhoods, and to try and fit them all in, I've only got a limited amount of colors that I can deem as viewer friendly. So let's get back onto the game. Okay, I had a few sips of coffee. Let's see if my voice can hold out just for the duration of this. Let's see what we got to do. Right, yeah. So let me find. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go into this menu here. So we got a whole bunch of things here, as you can see here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna place as many of these unlockables as I can in my city. As you can see, I got a lot of them already placed down. Some of these I'm never gonna unlock for this city, like this one here, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna kind of do something like that. So we're gonna work on Upper Manhattan. Now I'm thinking, let me see. So yeah, this is Spanish Harlem. So lots of markets and restaurants and things, and Central Harlem, and lots of African culture. It's beautiful culture. Lots of beautiful places to go here. So yeah, let's start off here though. I'm thinking this is my pretend Washington Heights, I guess. Definitely got to put in some power and some pipes. So yeah, let's work on the water. Right, there you go. That is all nicely watered. Is it working? Yeah, that's working. That's fine. Let's see. So we definitely got to put some power in. I put this kind of temporary kind of measure here, just for now. I'm thinking maybe I'll put some power stations right up here. Maybe I can make a little piece of the Bronx here, a little bit of an industrial center. Right, so let's give them some power. I think we're going to put something over here. It's a bit big, isn't it? Maybe I can put that in. Oh, look. Let's do a little bit of land shaping. That should work okay, I think. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, let's put a little road in here. Any old road to do. This one's okay. I'm okay with that one. There you go. Temporary measures. I might change that or make it look prettier or something like that. But yeah, that's going to help with my power. So we're going to put a power line all the way across here. Right, so these are functioning. Look at that. You got the trucks using that already. That's kind of cool. Wonder where they're all going. Never mind. So yeah, there we go. So that's kind of cool. So we got a working train station. Is that international trains? I don't know. Allow inner city. Yeah, okay. Wow, look at all these people. That's kind of cool. So let's set up a train line, because I don't think I got a stop here at all. So let's look on here. Is this the right one? It is. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's create a line. Here we go. Got it. So add a stop to the Badism Transport Hub. And all the way back into here. There we go. Okay, let's show you what I've done. Let's come into here. I've added a subway here, as you can see that. Let's look on this one here. There we go. So yeah, I've managed to twist this around here. So all I've done is added it here and added the extra stop here for the original line. It goes from the Bronx to Brooklyn. There you go. So that's kind of easy. And also I've back on the trains. There they are. So there you go. So I've got the Badism to Manhattan line, which is going to be kind of here. There you go. And what I've also done is my original airport to Badism, which was temporary line. What I've done is I've moved that stop to here now. So what we got is airport to Manhattan, and that's kind of a bullet train, that kind of thing. So as you can see here, I've only got 2 trains, but it will get busier later on. There we go. So that's kind of cool. So let's look for a train, and we'll do a train journey, I guess. So I'm looking for a purple train. And there we go. It's our first purple train. Now this one directly goes to Manhattan. It doesn't stop off at a Badism like it did before. So yeah, let's perfect. There we go. Let's follow the train. it is pulling into the station. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Definitely got to look on the clipping issues with this kind of railway bridge here. So that's kind of interesting. I'll definitely work on that. So there you go. I'm kind of happy with that. That's working really well. Yeah, that's okay. That's working fine. Look at all these people. Where are they going? Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, so yeah, maybe I could change these roads up a little bit later on, but I'm okay with that. Maybe I could make this one a little bit wider. Maybe put in a kind of a stop sign here to give these guys priority for the goods, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Where are you going? Let's find out. Does it show? You are going to the oil power plant, which is all the way here. Okay, that's an okay, reasonable journey, I guess. So that's kind of cool. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's work on our unique buildings. So let's look on here. We got, what's that? That is the theater. What's this one? Shopping center. Hypermarket. Yeah, let's put a hypermarket down. Where can I put that? So, alright, so I'm thinking of putting that hypermarket right here. Now, I do apologize to all my Spanish-speaking friends. That kind of thing. I do speak and read Spanish. You would notice from the way I say things. Yeah, I am not very good at pronouncing the Spanish language, even though I can speak it. It just sounds like an awful American trying to speak Spanish, that kind of thing. So yeah, they got this great place called La Marqueta de Manhattan, which is kind of la is the and de is of, so it's the market of Manhattan's Marqueta, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna kind of put it here. I think it would be kind of in this kind of area anyway, so let's see if we can put that in there. I mean, they got other kind of markets, like City Fresh is down here somewhere, that kind of thing. So yeah, and there's the Marquetas here, which is like a whole bunch of, I think it's here somewhere like that, a whole bunch of like open markets, that kind of thing. It's absolutely beautiful place. Right, so to fit this in, I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of road changing, which I do not mind. So let's have a look, see what it looks like. It is here. There we go. Yeah, it's bigger than I thought it would be. Can I fit it in that way? Oh, it's just this little road here, isn't it? Can I move that a little bit? I don't know. Let me pause the games. I'm thinking if I can't move this one, I'll just delete this one here. I can't remember which way it faces. Never mind. I'd probably have to look on maps, but I'm going to put it there for now. So yeah, we're going to have this right here. So I'm okay with that. Now let's see if I can snake this road back in. There we go. That works out really fine. So I'm kind of happy with that. So that's kind of cool. So any more kind of unique buildings I want to put in this area, I got to think about that. But yeah, there we go. So that's my market, a hypermarket. Okay, now that's done. The only other unique building I think it's kind of suitable for this kind of area is, well, I'm thinking like this. I've got it listed here as the level 4 building, unique. Is this it? Yeah, here you go, the Grand Library. So if I place that, I want to put that right here. The reason behind that is not based on any kind of library in New York City, but we've got many libraries, and this is kind of the New York Public Library kind of location, I would say. It's kind of around this area. We got one kind of here, so I've decided to put the Grand Central Library here. But now let's put in some service buildings. Now what I've done off camera is I've put in a little couple of tricks here, a little couple of roads I've placed in. If you ever see me put a road like this in any of my city builds, you know I'm going to put something there like a police station or a school, that kind of thing. Done this kind of little turnaround here, so I've got an idea what I want to put there. And as you can see here, there's definitely going to be some kind of school, that kind of thing. Here, I've extended this road out here. I want to put something on the coast, that kind of thing. And because it's like inward and there's lots of natural kind of wilderness, natural terrain untouched by the settlers of New York, I want to kind of put a park in. So I've kind of done this turnaround. So I'm thinking of putting a park on Lee Road, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's get on with it, I guess. So let me have to think about this. Now I'm thinking, I want to put a police station kind of near the transport hub. So let's look on here so we can find a police station, or even click on the fire station by mistake. I'm thinking maybe this one here. Police headquarters looks like a good enough building for me. I might put that there actually. Let's see if I can sneak that in. That looks kind of interesting. Yeah, I like that, and it's got good enough coverage. Let me click on there again. You see it covers all of that. It's kind of amazing, isn't it?
So that's kind of cool. What else? I'm thinking any health buildings we can put in. Kind of like this area here because it's I want to kind of put service buildings on where they got lots of different kind of routes, and I just don't want them to really impact much on the gridded format for my residence and my kind of commercial, I guess. So I'm thinking maybe putting something here. This one here. Yeah, this kind of got that corner vibe, so I'll put that there. Looks like that. That's kind of working for me. What else can we do to encourage people to move into my city? Back on health. Is that child health care. That's pretty good building to put in, so I'll put that there. Right, so we definitely need some fire coverage, so I'm thinking maybe we put a kind of a firehouse in here. Now I'm thinking, which one shall I use? We got this one here. It's a tiny one, isn't it? Let's go for a bigger one, I think. This one's definitely got like that kind of older kind of city feel to it. I might put that here. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I'm thinking of putting, let me see, the hospitals. Definitely want to put the modern kind of hospital here. I was going to put a school here, but I like the idea of having a hospital here because it's kind of I think it fits in okay when you're going past this main road here. It looks better, I think, having a giant hospital there. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Now here I want to put a police station. I put one down there, but that's like the headquarters. Now I want to put a mini police station kind of here. So I want to go with that old town vibe like they got there. So let's have a look on, is this it? This is the one, yeah. So I want to, oh, look at that, jump straight in. And this is why I created this kind of turnaround. So that looks okay. I'm kind of pleased with that. I want to put a school here, I think, because this is why I put this here. Let's look at my schools. Now we got these kindergarten, elementary schools, and what's this, high school? I want to put this one in. It's kind of got, because it's got a bigger area. I want to put one of the high schools down there, and maybe the bigger one up here somewhere. Or maybe I'll squeeze that in there. So I'm going to squeeze that in anyhow. There you go. That kind of fits in. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So yeah, we'll leave that at that angle. So let's go for the elementary school, which I always mistake for a kindergarten. Let me see. Or middle school, I guess. Where is it? Schools are here. There we go. So let's go for this one. I want this one, I think. And this one can go right there. There you go. That's kind of cool. We do a little experiment. Let me cut that way and that way. Yeah, that works. That's okay. I'm kind of cool with that. So we got, I'll tell you what we need to do. Let's go back on healthcare. We got the child center. Let's go for the elder care. And this is definitely what I want to put on the coast, if I can fit it in. Can I get it in? Oh, it's fitting in just there. There we go. That works. Come out of here. So there you go. It's got that kind of coastal vibe about it. It looks like something other than elder care. I always imagine you can pretend these are other buildings, that kind of thing. But we pretend it's elder care for now. But you could imagine it's like some sort of mansion or some kind of coastal kind of building of some sort. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I definitely got to put in some parks because that definitely encourage people to move in. So let me think. Let's have one kind of I want one kind of here, I think. Maybe here. Yeah, let's go for here, and we're going to go for, let me see, what kind of park can I put in there? Parks are here. What's this one? Small park? That might work. Can I put that in? That looks like that. Okay. Maybe I can play around with that later. I don't know. But yeah, I'm okay with that. Definitely want to put some more parks in somewhere. Let's have one over here. We'll look on here. I definitely want to put in, let's put in a small park. Yeah, dog park is the smallest one I know. So we can put that kind of, maybe here? Maybe here? Let's have a look. Well, I'll shift that over one square, I believe. There you go. That's perfect. I like that idea. I like having some kind of park facilities next to a library. Kind of fits in. So yeah, we go with that. What else can I do? I'm thinking because there's like an area up Washington Heights, that kind of area, or this kind of area of kind of New York. They got lots of sports facilities, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe we can replicate that over here. So Let's see what we got. We've got it's basketball and tennis somewhere. Here we go. This is the basketball. I can put this with the score. I can put that as close to that as possible. So let's go kind of there. Yeah, that works for me. I can do a little bit of detailing and take away the unusual angles, but New York City's got quite a few unusual angles. So yeah, I'm kind of like that. That can be detailed in properly. And here I'm thinking of turning this maybe as kind of a sports complex, but we just put in a couple of tennis courts and that'll work. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that, and that kind of will help shoulder some of the pollution when I put industrial buildings along here, that kind of thing. So that's cool. And there, this is going to be part of my natural kind of landscape and parking, but I want to put a giant park in here, and the biggest one I know is it this one? Park with trees. That's... Oh, I wish I could... This is a... I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with that. I was maybe hoping it'd be like paths to the kind of this kind of texture here. Yeah, it's okay. I can detail that and it'll make it look better, but I think we're about done on that.
Okay, everyone, I've let the city grow up. Just an experiment, just to see what kind of buildings pop in. So I've let this run for several hours, that kind of thing. So let's see what we got. Now, this is an experiment. I don't think some of these are actually genuinely upgraded to the top level. I think I've made some of them historical. So yeah, I like these little buildings here. These could do these kind of brick wall kind of apartments or houses, I guess. So it's got a kind of I guess kind of the Manhattan vibe about it, that kind of thing. There you go. So that's kind of cool. I've kind of let some of these build up just to see what they look like. So what I'm thinking is, my plan is where you can see these are all different variations. Like you got your 3x2s or 2x3s, you got your proper maximum 4s, that kind of thing, which is all these ones here. These are 2x2s, I believe, and these are kind of 2x3s going this way, backwards, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at this as an experiment. I put in some grocery stores just to encourage people to move in, that kind of thing. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is maybe I can realign some of the streets to have them encompass kind of like these one row brick houses. I'm thinking maybe we put in any old row to do. Not necessarily here, but kind of, I don't know. If I could get away with it, I could like put in a couple of roads like this. Like that. This wouldn't be on any of these avenues. It'd be on these kind of streets like this. What I could do, I could experiment with that. So let's go for this. And I'll show you what I mean. Right, there you go, folks. This is my kind of experiment. I kind of like that. It's really, really cool. So what we got here, I put in these rows of trees in because it kind of like makes the land value go up and encourages people to move in, that kind of thing. So you got these kind of row houses. They're not exactly Manhattan, but it's the best I can do with what I got. So yeah, I kind of like this kind of format. Very kind of inner city industrial kind of vibe, maybe. So yeah, here we go, opposite each other. And as you can see here, there's not much of an alley to look at. Now moving over here, you can see this one I've experimented by putting in a kind of a back alley, this kind of pathway through here. So this is, let's come out of here. The length of this one is, as a normal road it is, okay. Length of that, so that is about 200. There you go, so 200. So if you want to create this kind of thing, this is 400, I believe. Let's have a look. And see, there we go, try that. Here we go, 400 by 200. If you do like rows of like 400 by 200, you can do these neat little blocks like this. This is some ones I've let kind of grow, and then I've kind of made them historical because I don't want those kind of super modern kind of looking things like this one. This is kind of verging on too ridiculous, I guess. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. So that's kind of cool. So there we go. And also I've put in this experiment here. So what you could have is you could have let's delete some of these and see what happens. Pause the game. It is my understanding you can have like a couple of rows like this, and then you can put a road here. I think it's about there. There we go. Put a road there, and you can have another two backing on each other.
So let's try that out and see what happens. There we go. Let that play. And what you can do, so that is that the same as that? Let's have a look. So that is 200 by 400. This one will be 240. There you go. So these ones, they have a little bit of a backyard kind of furniture. This one I need to set up the road for that one to that's a bit janky. Let me try that out. Take away the zoning from this road here, I think. There you go. So look a little bit like that. It's a little bit kind of yeah, a bit crazy. The best idea I think is let's delete this road here and get rid of all these again. But what I want to do is put in 1, 2, then a pathway, and then another road. So you'd put it kind of here. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Try that again. 2, and then there. That's where you want it. Okay. Is that correct? Still wrong. Let me try that again. Pathway, 2, and then here. There you go. That's it. I got there in the end. Try that.
Over 20 years. How did we get there?
There you go. So you got that kind of vibe, and you could probably just about sneak in a couple of maybe fences or hedges, that kind of thing, if I can find the right stuff. Let's go here. Find a hedge. There you go. This is a little hedge. Hopefully I can fit this in. Let's make sure I got it. Yeah, that's okay. You can just about sneak these in. I'm hoping. Kind of like that. So you can separate the yards like that, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. So there we go. That's an idea. And I think this one is about, is it 240? I can't remember. Let's put it back on there. There we go. This one, oh yeah, this is 280. There you go. So you got your 240 version. And you got your 280 version. 280 by 400. So there you go. There's little ideas on creating some beautiful, like, inner city, kind of Manhattan style, kind of a neighborhoods, I guess. This is all with vanilla. If you have the Steam Workshop, you can get all the proper buildings, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So what I might do is I'm going to put all these back, then I might align a couple of streets like this. So yeah, let me remember what they were. They were 280 and 240. Yeah, we'd go with that anyway. Okay, I'll meet you at the end of all this. Yep, I'm absolutely happy with that. There you go. So I've kind of deleted a little bit of this area here. I kind of realigned some of these. This looks like a kind of a bit of a spaghetti incident, but it works. It's okay. It's kind of cool. There you go. This splits up here, so this is not so much an important kind of avenue anymore. So yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. I'll leave that as big. Maybe I should change this one. I'm not too sure. I kind of like the kind of width of that one. Maybe I can put some trees on there. Give it a little bit of pizzazz, so to speak. What we got here? 4-lane road with spots. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, there you go. That kind of fits in okay. So what we're going to do then to encourage those little houses to move in here, we'll change them into the streets with the trees on. These ones here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That kind of works for me. So yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. Let's have a look on here. The ins and the outs are okay. That is absolutely fine. There you go. How's everything looking here? I think it's looking okay. I definitely got to do some of these kind of walkways. I might have to change this later on, but yeah, I'm thinking of doing some of that. And I'm also going to work out the bus routes, I think. That would be the next thing. So yeah, let's do a little kind of linking paths kind of network to this kind of thing. I was thinking about putting the subway here instead, but I kind of like, I don't know, yeah, it might be tricky moving things around, so I'm gonna leave it like that and let's see what we can do. Interesting. Yeah, they're not using these paths, but I don't know. It kind of looks I don't know, it kind of looks kind of almost realistic having all these paths over here. So maybe they'll use them, maybe they won't. I'll see what happens. Maybe if I kind of extend the path out a bit longer, I don't know. It's an interesting dilemma. Let me put a path in here anyway. Oh, can I can't get one in there, never mind. No, can't even get one in there. Okay, I'll leave it like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting experiment. So there you go, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So right, so let's get on with our next thing. And my next thing is to do the bus routes. Now this is my bus hub here. Now I'm thinking, yeah, I've been a victim of this in the past. The most important thing here with buses is to get the lines down early, because if you got all the buildings in the way, you can't see where you're going. So my idea is to have one bus line kind of hitting every kind of featured building here, and then coming back into the bus hop, that kind of thing. So that's my idea behind that. Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting because you've got all these one-way streets. But what you want to do is you want to have the residents being able to get to here. They're not going to visit each other. They're only going to go to these specific buildings, that kind of thing. So that's the whole idea behind that. So let's go onto our bus lines. So they don't need to stop here because this is the police, I believe, but they're going to have a stop right here next to the medical center and the kind of the daycare center. Let's have a little think. Do I want one here? Well, this is a normal, genuine harbor, so yeah, we'll put one here. I'm gonna go all the way along to the... I don't know, it's getting interesting. Yep, that's my idea. What we're gonna do, we're gonna stop off at the school. Just there, and then we're gonna stop off here. Then we're gonna go to the... come back down this way, and... yeah, let's go to the park. That's what we'll do. We'll go to the park, and then we're gonna wind it around... yeah, then we're going to wind it around here. Stopping just there. No, that's the hospital, isn't it? I'll tell you what, we're going to stop at the hospital. Like that is... shall I go there? No, let's go here. And then we're going to wind it around to the... what is this? Oh, this is the fireplace. So we're just going to put it right here to where the library is. There we go. That's kind of cool. And then we're going to wind it into one of these... kind of bus lanes here. Now I'm thinking maybe we put it near the yeah, near the end here. So let's go for this one here, I think. There we go, and then we can put that back into the starting point, which is just there. There we go. So that's kind of cool, so they can get to all these places here. Now what I'm going to do is going to put a couple of stops so the residents can actually walk to them. So we're going to put one outside the hypermarket. Put it there instead of there. I don't want that one. There we go. That's kind of cool. And they're going to put another one next. Oh no, there's one at the park anyway. I'm going to put another one kind of here maybe. I think one there. No, let's put one kind of here, I think. There you go. That is clockwise. And we're going to change that color to this one right down here. This nice red one here. I'm going to move a little bit down there like that. So there we go. Let's look on that line. Upper Manhattan clockwise. So that's a lot of buses for there. I don't know about that. Let's change that. I'm thinking maybe we'll put that down to, let me see, maybe 5 buses? 5 might be too much. Maybe 4 buses. I'm thinking maybe 4. Yeah, 4 buses for now. And then we're going to change what kind of bus. Let's go for a little one. Let's go for 22 capacity just to see what happens. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8. Yeah, we've got quite a bunch of stops, so hopefully the buses will spread out. Is that on 5? That's 4. There we go. So that is kind of cool. We got that. So let's do a stop going the opposite way, and we're going to put that stop kind of here, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, I think that was it. That was kind of easy. So there you go. That's our kind of bus routes are all running perfectly fine. Tell you what, let me go back on there because I'm not sure if I corrected the amount of buses we use in Upper Manhattan. How many buses on here? 12 vehicles. That's overkill. Let's change that. Move that down to 4, I believe. Is the best idea. Now this is going to be bus overkill at the moment. This is transportation overkill, but it will get better. Because as soon as it starts building up, you're going to need all this. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So we go. So we got on 1, 2, 3, 4. We got, they're not really picking up anybody at the moment, but that'll come within time. So there you go. So what we're going to do is, we're going to zone all this, I guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in some row houses. What I'm thinking is, maybe have some train sheds here, maybe a couple of office buildings. Here I'm hoping I can go for some lower residential, but this is going to be mainly residential and high residential. I'm going to put maybe some stores around here, this kind of area here, maybe around here. I'm not too sure. Sporadic. They're going to be sporadic. They're not going to be like it is over here, which is going to be lots of high density. So we're going to probably put in a high-rise band. So we're going to look at some of the policies. But what I'm going to do is gonna hopefully increase in size as I get closer to here. So maybe we'll go for the row buildings, and maybe I'll go for kind of the second level buildings here, third, fourth, fifth, and so on like that. That's my kind of thinking behind that. Might do a couple of taller residential buildings here. I'm not too sure. I have to think about that. But yeah, so what I'll do after I've zoned it all, I'll get back to you. I might even do some time-lapsing of some of the zoning. We'll see what happens. Hey y'all, here's me breaking a fourth wall again. Don't you ever feel like when you've gone away from the game and you come back to it, you kind of want to say hello again even though you don't need to, that kind of thing? So yeah, that's kind of what's going on now. So this is like maybe 2 days later since I last played the game. Let's get rid of that. That's a bit of an ugly building. So yeah, 2 days later, and I always feel the need to say welcome back everybody, that kind of thing, even though you guys have never been away. It's just been me. So yeah, kind of weird. But there you go. That's my life, I guess. Too busy to play games. So here we go. So this is... Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, I was detailing all this Upper Manhattan, I guess. And here we go. I mean, a lot of these, I think, are kind of handpicked. I think they are. Let me have a look on here. Yeah, there we go. So these are all handpicked. There you go. So that's kind of cool. So even though they're leveling up, they're not leveling up. If that makes sense. So yeah, this is my Upper Manhattan, I guess. It looks a little bit like that. Let's come out of here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Isn't it kind of nothing like Upper Manhattan, but it's kind of Upper Manhattan. There you go. What I've done is as you can see, I laid out all these kind of row houses, I guess. What this does is kind of sets up the neighborhoods. It gives you kind of neighborhoods, that kind of thing. Because even though the city is full of like lots of hustle and bustle and different kinds of buildings, it's like little communities and kind of neighborhoods are kind of formed together to make the whole city, that kind of thing. So that's my idea behind putting a lot of similar buildings together. As you can see here and here, see that? And what they're doing is they're forming their own little neighborhoods, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. Put in my train sheds, like I said I would. There you go. Put a couple of offices around here, that kind of thing. Try and hide the pollution. So there you go. This house is... I'm still waiting for this house to develop, but I've put a couple of houses in here. So there you go, that's kind of cool. What else have I done? I put lots of office down here. This is forestry. Just I put this in just to show little bits of timber and wares like it came off the ship, that kind of thing. So that's why I did that. So that's kind of cool. This, yeah, this is okay. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, so the other important thing is, oh, kind of like this. It's kind of cool. Yeah, the other important thing is you gotta kind of build in a convincing kind of skyline. So as you can see here, what I've done is I've gone from lower to higher buildings, that kind of thing. And the closer it gets into the city, the more kind of random it is. See that? So that's kind of cool. But as you can see, I'm still building up these communities, even with the tall buildings, by just having similar kind of buildings, that kind of thing. So there you go. This park is going to be used quite well, I guess, by the city. Wow, look at that bus stop. I got definitely look into my buses, because I only had like a couple of people using them, but now the city's grown. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, so my ideas behind this was this is East Harlem, I guess. So this is mainly I wanted to put lots of different kind of little restaurants and things like that. So I don't know, I kind of managed to get a couple in there, that kind of thing. And Harlem's kind of the same, as you can see here, lots of little restaurants and that. This is Central Harlem, I guess. Over here is where I was looking for. Yeah, there you go. Lots of little restaurants and things like that, so that's kind of cool. Now, like I said before, this is Washington Heights, this kind of little area here, and I'm imagining this is probably inward, this tiny little piece here. Marble Hill would be there, over there actually, in real life, it'd be over there, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of, it's all squished together, so don't worry about it. This would be Hamilton Heights, I guess, maybe this little bit here. This would probably be, I don't know, this would probably be Manhattanville, which used to be the industry area, which in real life would probably be right down here, which I think I did on the actual drawing I showed you guys earlier. I think Manhattanville would be kind of this area here, so it kind of fits in, I guess. This would be kind of Morningside Heights, I guess, here. So you'd have like proper buildings, and proper rich buildings, that kind of thing. So I don't know about that. I don't think that's happening. So there you go. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to do a couple of little things here to change it up, I guess. Now, this is continuing. Yeah, that's continuing of oh yeah, I love these. I managed to put all these together. Kind of adorable little buildings, I guess. And I did the same down yonder, which is here. There you go. So what? There goes a train. Doesn't this look real cool? This kind of truss bridge across the city. Looks absolutely beautiful like that. There you go. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to make a couple of additions to my kind of beautiful little Upper Manhattan. It's Central Harlem, I guess, really. So what I want to do is we have a theater. Instead of me putting it up and down Broadway, that kind of thing, I'm thinking to commemorate the Apollo. We should have it here in Central Harlem, which is an absolutely fantastic place. It created lots of, I don't know if it created, but it was kind of famous for people like Billie Holiday and Sammy Davis Jr., that kind of thing. And there's probably many other stars, that kind of thing. But yeah, I want to put the theater here, even though it looks nothing like that. The theater would probably look a little bit like, I don't know, any of these kind of buildings here. Maybe the cinema. There's a cinema in here somewhere. It probably looks more like the cinema than it does like a theater. In real life, that is. So yeah, the Apollo would look more like this building than it would like this. This is absolutely nothing like the Apollo. But what we're going to do, because I can only slip it in at a side angle, I'm going to put it in right there. There you go. So that's the Apollo for Central Harlem. Can you name it? You can. Wow, I didn't know that. There you go. So now we have the Apollo Theater. That's kind of cool. Yeah, absolutely fine with that. And also, what I'm thinking now, I haven't finished this little area here. I'm thinking of deleting that, he says, whilst actually deleting it and putting a university here. Let me go on to my universities. What if I have intended there? I don't know. I can move this street down and put it kind of here. I don't know. I'm thinking about this and then maybe leaving that there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pause it. Let's wait for the traffic to go, and there it goes, and pause the game. What we're going to do, we're going to delete all these roads here. We're going to move these around. There we go. Eminent domain and all that. So yeah, let's put in the university. So What kind of road do I want? I don't know. Well, there's lots of trees in the actual university from what I remember. There we go. That worked out really well. I'm really happy with that. Let's get rid of that. So that's kind of cool. So what I can do now is continue in the kind of stores around here, that kind of thing. Which what I was doing with these ones was that heavy. What is that? I think it's light density. Just doing that every now and again, that kind of thing. But I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that like that. Yeah, I'll just do the same. I want to play a lot of whack-a-mole, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. What I'll do is I'll get back to you when this is all done. Okay, everybody, we are done. I can't believe I've done this. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, look at that. I really can't believe I did this. Wow, what an amazing game this is. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, Upper Manhattan is now complete. Wow. That took a lot out of me, I guess, doing that. Probably 3 or 4 days, I guess. So yeah, let's see what we did. So what we did is Manhattan used to look like kind of like that. And then I came along and did that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So what I've done is I think I started out, I'm trying to remember what I did. It's been such a while now. I think I started out by doing putting in unique buildings. That was my first thing. So I put the hypermarket here, that kind of thing. So we go, got the hypermarket. What else did I do? Other unique buildings. I think there's a library here somewhere. Here it is. Put the grand library here. So that's another unique. I think that was all I was going to do. And then I kind of thought to myself, well, I love the Apollo Theater, so we got to put that in here. So I kind of traded it up for this one here. There you go. It looks nothing like the Apollo Theater. It's got a little bit of detailing on there. I wanted to be a little sparse on this one, but I managed to do something kind of weird with the horses. So there you go. That's kind of cool. So yeah, and as you can see, everything has been detailed, and all these buildings, I let some of them freeform, but a lot of these are kind of hand-picked by me. So there you go. So also, what did I do? I really can't remember. Then I started putting in all the services, I think. So I've even put a university in here, that kind of thing, or a couple of hospitals and a couple of schools, that kind of thing. And then I kind of zoned the kind of neighborhoods. What I've done is I've kind of created neighborhoods, you know, given their own kind of character by replicating a lot of the buildings the same, that kind of thing. As you can see here, all these kind of row houses remind me of they look nothing like this, but it kind of gives me that kind of inner city vibe of all the row houses look the same, that kind of thing. So I've kind of done that, and as you can see, it's so a lot of painstaking work went into this, but what it's done, using the same sort of buildings over and over again, what it's done, as I said before, it's kind of created different kind of neighborhoods. So I imagine this is my kind of Spanish Harlem, I guess, or El Barrio, I guess, which means the neighborhood. Looks like that. It's supposed to have like lots of restaurants and things like that. So not so much restaurants here. Maybe they're up here. Here they go. Lots of little restaurants here, I guess. Central Harlem is kind of this, I guess. Definitely with the Apollo there. So there you go. Put all that in there. What do we got here? I guess Manhattansville would probably be here, but it's really, I've kind of turned that into Manhattanville, which kind of used to be like the kind of factory center for Manhattan, that kind of thing. And as you can see here, I did my keyword techniques earlier on in the episode, and I've created this kind of vibrant, hustling, bustling kind of harbor, and it's working really well. You can see with the placement of these roads, I'm not getting any traffic problems, so that's kind of cool. Also went to town on here. I put in another kind of key wall kind of marina thing. I gotta tidy that up because that's kind of ugly. Kind of decorated this kind of access to the tunnel. Looks pretty cool. This is kind of Washington Heights area, really, around here, I would say. So yeah, I went to town on my rail kind of area, as you can see that. As you can see, I started off with like lower kind of, not lower actually, yeah, I did. I've put a couple of lower density buildings over here. And kind of inward, I guess, is probably the inward area. And maybe it's an amalgamation of Inwood and Sugar Hill and maybe Hamilton Heights, that kind of thing. I guess this is Hamilton Heights, maybe. There you go. So yeah, I've created all these beautiful neighborhoods. I've put in the odd park here and there because I didn't want to cut away too much of the residential. So this is all based on residential living, this kind of area here. And as you can see, like I said earlier, they start off kind of lower stories, and as you work towards the center of the city, they start getting taller and taller and taller, as you can see here. And a lot of these, as you can see, are all handpicked by me. And then I started letting the city get a bit more eclectic, letting it go to its own devices. But I'd handpick them. I'd kind of stop them from leveling up when I wanted to. Oh yeah, the bus hub is now finally well, it's a transport hub. It's now finally been detailed. So let's have a look around here. There you go. Now it's not exactly symmetrical because I thought I'd give it a bit of a different flavor on each side. So you got this kind of side here. Looks kind of like that. And then over here, well, I've only got one. I think I've only got two bus stops. Yeah, one there and maybe Where's the other one? No idea. It's here somewhere. Anyway, we got to stop here, but that's being used. Look at that. Definitely got to up the game on them. But yeah, but moving over here, you can see I've given it a different vibe with this kind of like setup here. Kind of like the design of that. It looks pretty cool. I could go a little bit neater next time around, I think, because that should be kind of in line with that, but never mind. It does the thing it's supposed to do, whatever that is. So there you go. That's my kind of transport hub. So there you go, everybody. I try and make every kind of episode a little bit interesting, a little bit different, but I am learning the ropes. I will get better. I promise you I will get better. But yeah, I think this episode was more of a look what I did earlier kind of episode, more than actually watching me work on it, which would have taken like 5 days of your life, and nobody's got that time. So yeah, I guess we'll leave you with this beautiful view of the city and the menu screen. And I'll say sincerely, look after each other, have a really nice day, and I will see y'all